What's up, everybody, and welcome on into We Stomped You Out, Season 8, Episode number 4. Here early going in the 2025 season. I am Steve. I got Timmy T right on over here. What's going on, sir?
We can not play the Groundhog Day clip this week.
Amazing.
And that's only because we missed last week.
That's true.
We're never going to talk about last week, are we? We're gonna forget that happened.
Yeah, that's a distant fugazi memory.
Even though I will say, I have to say that the play is called from inside the 10-yard line. I don't know if those are the plays called or Russell just shit the bed. But it was easily the worst sequence I've ever seen, probably in the history of football. I mean, one went in the tunnel, one went over the goalpost. I don't even understand what the hell the guy was thinking at that point.
Well, and that is why the Jaxson Dart era has arrived here, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, we finally have an episode where we don't have to load up on the uglies and the bads and kind of like weed through all that bullshit to find some of the good. So that's a good thing. But obviously we have a lot to cover about with the Chargers game. Some toughness, Timmy. That's what I'm seeing out of this team. Giants haven't had that toughness about them over the last decade or so. But now with guys like Dart and Scat, Abdul Carter and Spider-Man, break out the Spider-Man celebration. You already got me hooked. You know that.
Of course.
All right, so we'll get to all that kind of stuff. I guess it's just the two of us today, Timmy. On We Stomped You Out, Mello.
18, baby. 18, baby.
Yeah, absolutely, baby. Let's get it started.
We Stomped You Out!
And there it comes.
There's the snap. There's the kick. It is up. It is.
All right, welcome on back in, everybody. Let's do some chatting about these New York Football Giants. Why don't we, Timmy? Look at this fancy here. Got scrollers back. It's for one show at a time. You get really efficient, and then that kind of goes away. But all right. Well, first off, right off the bat, Jaxson Dart makes his debut for first start of his career. Timmy, out to you. Let's forget that part because we got to get to the good, the bad, and the ugly, because there is one very, very ugly piece about here. So I'll hand it over to you for the good, the bad, and the ugly, which is typically very, very heavy in the ugly direction.
I think it's pretty obvious what the good is. We got ourselves a quarterback. We got ourselves a running back. Huh? We got ourselves Jeremy Shockey Part 2 going on here. A guy that loves to hit people.
Backflipping,
wooing all the time. And that's the kind of guy that this team has needed for a long freaking time. I can't even imagine if he played defense. He might average 25 tackles a game if he played defense.
Yeah.
He's just pushing his own
all
teammates out of the way.
Yeah. All solo tackles, by the way.
Pushing his own teammates out of the way to get the tackle. I can just see that happening. But Dart, look, they simplified the playbook. They didn't ask him to do anything crazy. I would like to see him throw a little bit more deep. There were not a lot of heavy-duty passes, but he didn't make any mistakes, which is what you really want, especially from a rookie quarterback. He looked on his feet. He took a couple of shots where he probably should have slid, but that's okay. He's a tough guy. But
got some dance moves.
And obviously, we talked. We missed the show last week, but I was going to mention how I was 50-50 with this move.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, is he going to be Jaden Daniels? Is he going to be Kent Graham or whoever you want to throw one of those horrible names out to the Giants that had in the past? You don't know. You don't know what you're going to get. But like I said, they you could tell the playbook was geared towards him, what he likes to do, what he wants to do. And I mean, his first touchdown pass was a shovel pass. I don't think that's ever been done before. We have to look
Theo
that up.
Johnson,
Maybe
another tough guy, getting right in the middle of everything.
Yeah, the first touchdown for your career is a shovel pass. I don't know if that's ever been done before, but we like to do stuff like that. Yeah, Skattebo was outstanding, and all of a sudden the offensive line looked like they could play. Again, I don't know if this is the Russell Wilson thing, the Jaxson Dart thing, or they just woke up this week because they didn't just beat a good team; they beat a really good team.
Yes,
which was shocking.
Yeah.
I mean, no one picked the Giants to win.
I thought that they had more of a chance to beat the Chiefs than the Chargers.
Yeah, so I mean, I'll get that in a minute, but yeah, exactly. Skattebo, which, like I said, I mean, that's all the good. The bad is this is a thing where in the last quarter, I don't know what Daboll's doing. I don't understand what the coaches do. It's called. Notice how we ran the ball a lot. We were doing good in the last quarter. We couldn't do it anymore. Why is that? It's called making changes. It's called, fixing your playbook to what's going on. Daboll and them don't seem to do that. Why? Why don't you do that? They did stay away from the let's just go zone the whole fourth quarter, thank God.
Yes, thankfully.
Even the announcers kept saying, they play very good man. They play very good man. They play very good. Yes, exactly. Keep it that way. You don't have to switch the zone. Exactly. Well, I'm sorry. That's the other part of my good. Abdul Carter looking like a number one. Looking like a number one. Thank you, football gods. No sacks. He had a half a sack. But that dude, Derby, what's up? But that dude was on fire, man. He was in that backfield all game long. I loved every second of it. And Thibodeau not really being seen. Of course, Sexy Dexy had a nice interception, which that was
Thibodeau he had an interception too.
Yeah, Thibodeau. Yeah, I mean he did.
Sexy Dexy. That's the play of the game right there.
But Burns,
fooled the cameraman and everything. You had us looking downfield.
Yeah. But Burns on one side, Carter on the other, and Dexy in the middle. We should have a top 10 defense right now. We should.
Yeah.
We should. And the fact that we don't is says something about the coaches, I don't think, not about the team. I said I think this team is full of a lot of good guys. I think this coaching staff needs to step up before it goes terribly wrong. Or they're going to get replaced. They're all fighting for their jobs.
Well, everybody's on that. Yeah, everybody's on that. It's a hot bench right now. It's not hot.
They're on that bubble. I mean, Daboll was kissing Dart at the end of that game. Like, forget it. Like he was Messiah. Jesus just came down from heaven. That's how much kissing him. It was crazy. But yeah, as far as the bad goes, the coaching staff really needs to learn how to make adjustments between these quarters. Other than that, I mean, I said like the offense played good, the defense played good, nothing crazy. Like he didn't have to do anything crazy. We didn't throw deep bombs and just to see. No, let him do his thing. Of course, the ugly. There's only one major ugly problem, and that's of course we lost Malik Nabers for the entire year. Not just the season, probably a calendar year, which is even worse, depending on how well he heals. But a calendar year probably, so that's gonna suck. Who are we gonna get to replace him? I guess we'll have to talk about that too.
We will, because the Giants released their depth chart for this week, tentative, obviously, and somebody, Timmy, who we've been hoping gets an opportunity out here, and it's Jalen Hyatt, was shown as a third wide receiver with Slayton and Robinson. So if Hyatt can, nobody's saying that Hyatt's going to be Nabers. So before anybody ever, but if Hyatt can step up, and do what he can do, that's a nice receiving core. Those three, Theo Johnson, if he can, build on. I mean, he only had 3 catches, 17 yards, but he had the touchdown. But a good group of guys that he can throw to with Scat in the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
This offense is looking pretty good, and if the line can hold, he got sacked 5 times, but they were not poor decisions. A couple of them he went right down, which was probably the right move. You don't get blasted and lose minimal yardage. So that goes back to what you're saying about Dart, and as a rookie, he was pretty poised out there. He made some good decisions. And with that one the one drive where they got backed up at the half-yard line, and he's out there directing traffic as he's running. So I thought that was cool. And he showed leadership, on the sideline, even after the game when during the post game, I thought he had about as good an all around, it was 100 and whatever yards, but game management, control, and you beat like you said, really good team, 3-0 team who beat every other team in their division, and now get that loss from the New York Football Giants, baby.
I'm not sure if I posted on our page, but was one of the announcers or the beat writers, one of them said every team should have a Skattebo. Every team, every team needs a Skattebo. I'm like, you're right, they do. They really do. But thank God we got him.
Backflips in the end zone, Tibby.
Dude, he's a beast. And all the memes coming out about him, I absolutely love. The Juggernaut one made me laugh. Ralphie from The Simpsons going through the window, that made me laugh. They're all making me laugh so good. I love it. As long as they keep, as long as they don't do anything crazy, simplify that playbook, they should be all right.
Yeah, and that's what they did. They talked about all that leading up to Dart starting, about how they adjusted the playbook. And I think I told you on one of the shows. Oh, who was it? Who was that I said was blasting the decision? He was like, "This is awful." He was the Chiefs quarterback when Mahomes stepped in. Can't think of his name. He's on the.
Not sure.
I can't think of his name, but anyway, so they had asked him because he's the quarterback on the panel, and he said it's a terrible idea. Now you're changing the playbook. Daniel Barry, Sports Highlights, what's going on? Happy Tuesday, indeed, especially after a Giants victory. Which, over the years, been doing this for 8 seasons. How many shows have we done after a victory?
Yeah, not many. Not many where we're happy. So enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, now let me ask you then. I'll ask you.
Yeah.
This is why the first thing you hear about this, who's going to replace Malik Nabers? Now, obviously, you're not going to replace Malik Nabers. But the first guy is Odell Beckham. Bring him back. Dude, the guy's 32 years old. He has not had a good year since the Rams year with the Super Bowl, and he still got hurt. I mean, OBJ, if you got to sign him, fine, to bring him back nostalgia-wise, but he's not replacing Malik Nabers. So that's not going to happen. So
nobody's going to.
Let's stop with that right off the bat. 2, what's his name? What's his name? The guy from the little yellow cowboy receiver. Michael Floyd? Michael Floyd. Because he's sitting around doing nothing, but he's another guy, 30 years old. Not a replacement for Malik Nabers. And the third I like, which is Joe Shane should get aggressive and trade for Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers wants out. He said he wanted out at the beginning of the season.
And
he
he's
wants out. No headache. He's 26. That's how you replace a Malik Nabers. And if all goes well, you might re-sign him. So imagine next year having Nabers, Myers, and Robinson lined up as your 3 receivers. That's a party right there.
Who did I read that was coming in to work out tomorrow?
Those are the 3 guys I heard.
I feel like I can't remember. I'll have to go looking for it. But they were going to bring in somebody on Wednesday to work out. Anyway, but I had not heard that, so that's a good option.
Yeah, look, this is last year. Myers, he wants out. If I'm the Raiders, I trade him. I trade him to, get something for him before he walks, because if he doesn't want to be there, he's walking.
Right.
So you might as well, and what are the Giants going to give him? I mean, maybe a 2, 3, maybe. Throw in.
Yeah, because it's a rental.
Yeah, if it might be a rental. Yeah, if he plays good, you resign him. If he doesn't, hasta la vista. But that's my number one choice. Anybody else? I mean, Tyreek Hill would have been nice up until.
Well,
because he's another guy who I thought was going to be on his way out if they lost again. But
we've been talking about for weeks. He was going to go to the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
The Chiefs are going to trade for him. But that's rough. That's that complete dislocation, and there could be nerve damage in there and everything.
We'll talk about on the next show why he was smiling. Why
In
he
the
was so
ambulance, did you see
happy.
that?
Yeah, and even getting wheeled out of the stadium, he's like,
Oh yeah,
was he happy because he never has to play for the Dolphins
I
again?
don't the Dolphins ever again. I don't know. It was weird, but they have there was a car behind the ambulance.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
You see that one? And he's just like cheesing in there too. Like
He's making a video, making
maybe
a
he's just in
TikTok or
shock.
something.
He's delirious.
I would think so. I don't know if I saw my bone
Oh,
sticking
yeah,
out of my leg,
terrible.
I'd probably go into shock too. So
You have to, right? That's terrible. All right, and then we beat the guy who we've been trying to, talking about getting coming on over, Justin Herbert. But it was all around great win. Again, I didn't expect to be, even really close in this game because the defense that the Chargers have been playing, they're 3-0. They've done it out of the country. They've done it in their division. And, the Giants coming off that dud, you don't know what to expect because when they say the Giants changed the playbook, you're like, okay, that's cool that a team would do that. Oh, it's the Giants. All right, let's see how this goes now.
yeah,
What do we change the play calling to?
I don't think they changed it. I think they simplified it.
Yeah,
they probably
they
sat
put
him
more
down.
RPO, more things that Russell couldn't do.
Yeah, they
anymore.
sat him down and said, "You pick you pick your favorite packages. We're going to implement that this week. That's what we're going to practice." That's probably all it was. It wasn't anything major. It wasn't like they got the Madden out and started picking stuff off Madden. Like, hey, which one you want to do? Which one you want to do? It's just they had it simplified for the guy.
Phillips with the other interception. That was big, as that's a position we really need. Was really questionable for us coming into the year. So that's nice for him to have a bounce back and get a pick off of Mr. Herbie. But
this has been this game, and I usually what I do is I'll watch. If it gets on my nerves, I'll put on the red zone and just wait till the Giants to update. Then I'll watch what they're doing because otherwise I get too upset. This time I was like, no, I'm not changing the channel. I'm not putting on red zone. I am not touching the fucking remote. And I sat and I watched it. And I finally had enjoyment like watching this defense.
yeah,
I was like, this is me because Herbert had no time.
Pressure on over half of the snaps.
And the running game, the guy had that one run. Other than that,
yeah, Hampton.
They shut him down. Other than that, so I had a lot of fun actually watching this game, which you don't get too often from the Giants.
No, but now you get a chance to build a little momentum here, beat a really good team in your home. And by the way, the crowd, great to see a lively Giants crowd. For a change, they were pumped from the get go, but hello, give them reason to rush to get to the quarterback. They were getting to the quarterback all day. That Spider-Man celebration. But yeah, so now, but like I was about to say and transition into is now you have an opportunity to really maybe build a little bit of momentum, and now you start to see what the defense can do. Maybe this makeshift offense, is starting to come together a little bit. I know Nabers is out. We'll see what happens with that, but positive signs out of a quarterback and a running back. It's good, moving forward as we go down to New Orleans to play the Saints.
And I'm going to say again, anyone who wants to call me a homer, fine. If that's what you want to say. I'm going to say we should be. I'll say we could be fucking 3-1 right now going into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to say we should be. But that Cowboy game was easily winnable.
Mm-hmm.
When you drive down to the field like that, the way we did, you should win. Chiefs were not impressive. I mean, they were this week all of a sudden. Where the hell they come from?
Yeah.
But yeah, we should have beat them. We beat the Chargers. We should. No, I don't want to say should. We could be 3-1 right now if the football gods tilted our way, which they did not. So,
and even the first game we were within reach.
Mm-hmm. All
right, so so the 1-3 first New York team to get a victory this year. that's the new thing. That's the what is it, Mayor's Cup or whatever. 1-3 Giants head to the 0-4 Saints. Saints don't try and get fancy in Buffalo.
Yeah.
with that. What is it? The Philly special, it's called. All right, the Saints have not. I mean, they haven't looked as the first couple of games didn't look as bad as what we thought that they were going to be, but now at 0-4, they're not favored in this game. The Giants are not favored in this game, even though probably because of the Nabers injury, but even though the defense showed out, but it's in New Orleans, so the Saints are a 2-point favorite in this one.
Oh, and shout out to David Singletary too. He played very well.
Oh yeah,
very well. I mean, he went from a first string, who was supposed to be our first string a year or two ago, to third, and he came out and said, "Nah, I can still play." And he played very well. So, thank you, Mr. Singletary. I appreciate it.
He got us out of the end zone on that drive that Dart was directing traffic on.
Oh yeah, he played very good. So good for him. I'm glad we have him as our backup.
Yeah. What's going on with Tracy?
I don't know. I don't know how long he's going to be out. It's his shoulder, right? I think he's got a bad shoulder or something. Oh, since we didn't talk about the other game, I want to say Skattebo's smack on that defensive player almost broke his ribs. Was fantastic. You see that one when he was blocking?
Yep.
Fantastic.
He's a beast.
The guy was like, "Oh," and he dropped to the floor. It's like, there you go. That's how you do it.
It is, yeah, it's a dislocated shoulder, and let's see if he expected to be out 2 to 4 weeks. Oh, no. 1 week has passed. No, so he's going to be out for another couple of weeks probably. But feeling a lot better after that game with Scat and Jax. So I get why the Giants are not favored in this game, but I do think they should be favored. But that's okay.
Rookie quarterback. Rookie quarterback. They lost their
on the road.
Neighbors on the road. Yes, that's all right.
Close to his home turf. Well,
yep.
Did you see Eli saying that the dance moves it's a special class at Ole Miss?
Yeah.
Oh, I forget who it was, but they were the guy, the red zone guy. He said, let's see you do that in the Manning cast. Let's see if he does it.
Eli, by the way, was at my work today, and I didn't get to see him.
Oh no!
I'm so pissed off.
To promote Powers.
Yeah, Chad Powers. Yeah, because the guy who plays him was there too all day. I didn't get to see him either. Yeah. They took my celebs away, Steve.
He was.
They go into a different elevator now. So I'm back to stalking again because today, what's his name? Jax from Sons of Anarchy. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta go get him and tell him my name, my kid after his character. I gotta tell him. He went in the other elevator, but I heard on the radio he was coming, so I ran. I opened the door and there he was walking by. I would be like, I can't say nothing because I want to get in trouble. So, well, yeah, Eli was there. I was so pissed. And Chad Powers was there. What the hell is his name? Glenn. Whatever his name is. Glenn Powell.
He was on a show yesterday.
He's on every show. He did every show the last 2 days. He did GMA.
What did I see him on?
He had GMA, Kelly and Mark, The View. He was on ESPN shows promoting Chad.
Okay, maybe I saw him on like Get Up or.
As the Mannings were, the Mannings produced that show. Don't forget.
It was a little skit.
I know. I was telling you, I was like, yeah. She's like, what the hell is this? It's Chad Powers.
Chad Powers. So weird. Yeah. Well, listen, like we said, Eli's enjoying retirement.
We should add a little Chad Powers review once we watch it at the end of the show.
We should, yes, because it's created by once a giant, always a giant.
Yep. I'm pissed that I missed him today. I'll get him one day.
I saw not that I saw, but they said that the entire ownership, minority owners, they were all at Sunday's game to see Jaxson Dart make his first for a start. And of course, Mara comes out that he's battling cancer. So best wishes there, but it sounds like it's heading in the right direction at least.
And don't take this the wrong way, but it might be good for the team. They might rally.
Do it.
They might rally. I'm just saying. I remember 98 Yankees. Joe Torre had cancer. No, 90.
That's right.
98 was Strawberry. Had cancer. Won the World Series. 99, Joe Torre got cancer. Won the World Series. I'm just saying. Just shit like this might happen once in a while. Maybe the Giants can fight for their owner.
Can a Met get cancer next year?
Listen. You're gonna take shit from Mello in a few minutes. I'm not saying a word.
I'm sure. All right, so let's pick this game. Giants Saints. What kind of scores are we thinking here?
I swore I would never pick them again, but that was before the Jaxson Dart,
The Renaissance,
and the Skattebo. Yeah, I mean we should win on paper. So the way that line is playing, the way I said, what are you going to do, man? If Carter and Burns keep playing the way they do, and you got Dexy in the middle, you ain't going nowhere.
That's right.
You're going to have to just end up passing, and that's it. You pull your linebackers back, and where are you going to throw? So I'm loving it, and that's what they should actually do to Spencer Rattler. Don't let him run. Rattle him. It doesn't matter if you hit him. I mean, it doesn't matter if you sack him. Just keep hitting him. Just keep rushing him. That's how we won a Super Bowl or two. Don't forget it. That's how you did it. You rattled the shit out of Brady. He was like, I don't like this team. They're hitting me. No one ever hit me before. He's
gonna be thinking about that until the day he dies.
Yep.
On his deathbed, he's gonna be thinking Eli. He's be the quarter.
Strahan. So
stump me out.
I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, the offense is the greatest thing in the world. I do see the Giants actually winning, and I'm gonna say we win at a modest 24-14.
Okay, we're really close. I have a wider margin of victory. I drank some more of the hopium than you did. I got Giants winning 27-13.
I like it. I'll take either one. I'll take 6-0, even though I don't want that, but I'll take it at this point.
I mean, you look at what the Chargers offense has been able to accomplish. Keenan Allen's been going wild in the first 3 games, held him in check. Hampton, like you said, he had that one big run, but outside of that, pretty much held in check. And you had Justin Herbert running for his life, which is usually what is happening on our side of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to get pressure on him more than half the snaps.
They made the mistakes. Finally, they made the mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't make. They making all the penalties and the mistakes. Thank God.
So that's where he lost the Cowboys game when he had 160 yards in penalties.
Even though just once, can we not have a 3rd and 18 and let the guy run for 24? It's like you let Herbert run 24 yards on the 3rd and 18. Why? Every game
was it Bo Nix that he converted? What was it, 3rd and 23 or something like that?
Yeah,
2nd and 33. Somebody converted. I think it was Bo Nix.
No, I'm talking about just the Giants. I'm saying every game. We'll have a team at 3 and 40, stuck at 41 yards. It's like, what the hell? Why can't we just stop them? If it's 3rd and 20, give them 19. Just don't give them that last fucking yard.
Just enough for us to say, all right, here we go.
My defense would be. I swear to God, my defense would be line up on the first down line and then take 3 steps forward. No one gets past you.
Yeah,
no one gets past you.
Prevent first down. Yeah. That's what we go prevent first down.
And have the one guy, like the quarterback's your responsibility. Don't move unless he moves. If he moves, you go with him.
Right.
That's it.
All right. So I guess we'll get Mello's Giants pick on the next show if he decides to make an appearance. But anything else that you want to cover here, football wise? I think we nailed it all. I think we covered this bad boy. So what you got here on the way out, sir?
It feels good not to have to play the Groundhog Day. It feels good to actually have a win. It's like the bag of rocks. we got to put it down for a week, and hopefully we're not picking it up again against the Saints because I'd be really pissed off if we do. But yeah, go Big Blue. I'm happy.
Yes, exciting game for the first time in a while, and a big win against a good team. That's the most impressive part, and that's where that your tail end is exactly what I'm going to do. I just predicted 27-13, but this is the Giants of the last 10 years. So hopefully there's a change here, but there's every chance in the world that they lay a dud out here, and Rattler goes 24 for 35 for 315, 3 tutties. Olave finally gets a touchdown.
Let me just say, if that happens, all fired. They're all fired. I don't care what Jaxson Dart does. They're all fired.
All right. We will see you in about 15 minutes. Come back right here on this network, on YouTube or on Facebook, and we'll hit you up with Unsportsmanlike Conduct. We'll go through the entire NFL, not just these New York Football Giants, these victorious New York Football Giants. So we see you guys in about 15 minutes. Peace out, everybody.
We stomp you out.